Well, you know, I don't know, I always get into trouble when I make jokes, but you know, the wars are actually very easy to start, but quite hard to stop. And nobody knows what is the outcome. That is also what is happening now. So, of course, we have plans ready for, you know, the waves of migration and all this that comes, because, you know, people don't want to leave their homes unless they really have to, and they have to if there's a war or the climate change does not leave them any possibilities. And there are more wars in the world right now than ever before. You have the war in Sudan still ongoing. You have Congo, Rwanda. You have, of course, the war in Ukraine. You have now in the Middle East, in a broader area, like every day we hear of new countries under attack. So, of course, we are trying to also work with diplomatic track to end this. And there, you know, there's always one thing is the declaration that now is peace. You just bang the heads together and say, you know, just admit that there is peace. But that is actually not sustainable, because the societies need to buy into this. You know, for the whole of society approach, if you think of Colombia, I mean, I don't remember what year it was, but, you know, there was a peace agreement, but the society didn't accept it. And there is where actually Europe comes in. The broader mediation, how to actually have the reconciliation in the society so that, you know, you exit this cycle. And there, again, I stress accountability. Because if there is accountability, then also the victims can say that, okay, these people who committed these atrocities or made these decisions to start this war are accountable, so they can, you know, revert from revenge. But if there is not any such thing, then it will continue and continue. Of course, on Middle East, US has much bigger leverage over the actors there than we have. But again, you know, we are trying to help with the tools that we have in our hands.
Okay, thank you so much.